Nearly 2 weeks later, on March 28th, the remains of Sharp and Catalan were discovered in a shallow burial site near the village of Bonconde. Investigators concluded that Sharp...
A shallow burial, bruh? Damn. Y'all see it? I went Sonic on them, boy.
Sonic,
yeah. Alright, went Sonic on them. Hey, man. What's up, y'all? We back with another reaction video. And today, we got disturbing videos from around the internet, volume 1. I seen this in a recommended, and I kind of wanted to react to this as the other video that I just reacted to. That's probably gonna go up right after, right before this one. So, it's probably a little scary video. Not as crazy as the last one that I just reacted to, but it's still gonna be pretty interesting. So, yeah, let's get into it. Oh shit, wait, hold on. I didn't even say who it was by. This video is by Shock Chan. Shout out Shock. Yeah, we fuck with you, bro.
On Monday, June 20th, 2022, an attempted armed robbery unfolded at a secluded bank
I seen
branch,
this video before.
officially classified as a financial agency located in Brazil's Mannn state.
This shit crazy.
3 men
as fuck,
entered the
bro.
bank without drawing attention, behaving like regular customers. They sat at a service desk and waited, blending into the routine flow of business. The primary suspect was later identified as Nilton Cesar Silva Aguiar, a fugitive with a documented history of violent crime. Investigators determined that the group's plan was to surprise the armed security guard stationed inside the branch. Aguiar was carrying a concealed firearm, reportedly hidden beneath a fake arm support, or plaster cast, fitted with a metal plate. This disguise may have allowed him to pass through the bank's revolving door security system without triggering its detection mechanism. When the moment came to initiate the attack, Aguiar moved toward the guard. However, it appears that his weapon malfunctioned.
Damn.
The guard reacted
He's
immediately.
cooked.
A brief but intense exchange followed inside the bank lobby, unfolding within seconds.
Damn.
The security guard was struck in the arm, but remained conscious and mobile. His protective vest absorbed additional impacts, preventing more severe injury. Despite being wounded, he managed to move over the counter area and reach safety. Aguiar was struck multiple times during the exchange.
Damn.
One round impacted his upper torso, and another struck his neck.
I ain't gonna cap. In the actual video, don't go looking for it, by the way. Don't go looking for that shit. In the actual video, it was a lot more blood, but it's still tragic regardless.
Injury to the neck proved rapidly fatal. Surveillance footage shows him attempting to move toward the exit before collapsing inside the revolving door at the bank's entrance.
Damn.
He died at the scene shortly afterward. The two
Despite
accompanying
what bro
suspects
did, rest
fled
in peace.
immediately and were not
You were just trying to
captured
get that
at the
bag,
location.
that's it.
Authorities launched searches for them following the incident. The injured guard was transported to a hospital and later recovered. No bank employees or customers were killed. The security footage spread quickly online, drawing attention to how rapidly the situation escalated and concluded, as well as highlighting the extreme danger posed by close-range confrontations involving firearms, particularly when critical areas of the body are involved. Further investigation revealed more about Aguiar's background. He was believed to be 42 or 43 years old and had escaped from the penitentiary in Teresina in the neighboring state of Piauí. On April 5th, 2022, he was one of 10 inmates who fled during that escape. At the time of the attempted robbery, Aguiar was wanted in connection with the 2015 killing of a military police officer. He was also suspected of involvement in other crimes, including the kidnapping of a merchant in Castelo do Piauí earlier that same year. The failed robbery brought an abrupt end to his time as a fugitive, an outcome recorded entirely by surveillance cameras.
Damn. You died on camera. And that's unfortunately how a lot of people be dying nowadays. Like, the more and more as we like progress in the future, it's just gonna be more and more deaths on camera, unfortunately, because just like for security purposes, like And that's the crazy part about that shit, bruh. That shit tragic, bro. Rest in peace to all the victims to this in this video, bruh. That shit crazy.
In October 2021, in the Haizhou district of Guangzhou, China, a man surnamed Chen was dealing with a problem that millions of electric bicycle owners face: an overheating lithium-ion battery.
Oh shit.
According to official reports, Chen noticed that the battery from his e-bike was becoming unusually hot inside his apartment. Concerned, he decided to take it outside to cool down. To do so, he entered the building's elevator with the battery. Security camera footage shows Chen standing alone in the elevator holding the battery. Seconds after the doors closed, the battery experienced a catastrophic failure, known as thermal runaway. The confined space filled instantly with flames and smoke. Chen was engulfed before he had any opportunity to escape.
Damn.
Other residents pulled him from the elevator after the doors reopened, and he was rushed to the hospital alive but critically injured.
Damn.
Chen survived for 28 days before dying from his injuries. Investigators later determined that the battery failure was caused by thermal runaway, a well-documented risk associated with lithium-ion batteries when they overheat, are damaged, improperly modified, or manufactured without adequate safety features. The elevator environment intensified the danger by trapping heat and smoke.
So what, like he modified it or something? Like, or he probably just, or like the video said, he probably just overcharged it. Damn, even still, that's a tragic way to go, man. Rest in peace, bro.
In a confined space. In the years that followed, the video resurfaced repeatedly online, especially in 2024 and 2025, often stripped of context.
Damn.
Viral posts falsely claim the explosion was caused by a magnetic field created by the elevator. Fire safety experts and fact-checkers confirmed this explanation was incorrect. Lithium-ion batteries do not produce magnetic fields capable of triggering explosions. The true cause remained the battery's internal failure.
Damn.
Chen's family filed a lawsuit against the battery manufacturer. A court found the company 70% responsible, while Chen was assigned 30% of the fault for handling the overheating battery. In China, the footage has since been used in residential buildings as a safety warning, particularly after cities began restricting e-bike batteries from elevators.
Damn.
On October 17, 2025, at approximately 5:22 p.m., deputies were dispatched to a 7-Eleven in the Hazeldale area of Vancouver, Washington. Inside the store, officers found 2 adult men suffering from critical gunshot injuries. The cashier, 37-year-old Pardeep Kumar, had been shot while working alone behind the counter. The second individual, identified as 26-year-old Ryan Taylor, was also found injured at the scene. Both were transported to a local hospital, where they were later pronounced deceased. The Clark County medical examiner determined that Kumar died as a result of a gunshot wound and classified his death as a homicide. Taylor's death was ruled the result of a self-inflicted injury. Authorities officially classified the incident as a murder, followed by the perpetrator taking his own life. Investigators stated there was no known prior relationship between Taylor and Kumar.
Damn.
There was no dispute, no robbery attempt, and no indication of a personal motive. Officials described the act as random and unprovoked. While some online speculation mentioned possible background factors, law enforcement did not confirm any of those claims and released no evidence pointing to a specific motive. The footage associated with the case comes from the store's interior surveillance system.
Wait, hold on. I kind of want to read that. Army veteran shoots random 7-Eleven worker, then kills himself immediately after. Damn, just like I said earlier. Damn, this shit happened in October of last year. Damn, bro. Rest in peace to bro. He was probably living a normal life and everything, bro. Like I said in the previous video, bro, life is spontaneous as hell, bro. Like, you never know when it's gonna be your time, bro. Damn, rest in peace, though.
Did not confirm any of those claims and released no evidence pointing to a specific motive. The footage associated with the case comes from the store's interior surveillance system, which includes multiple wide-angle cameras positioned above the counter and near the entrance. According to consistent descriptions, the sequence lasts less than a minute and unfolds without warning. As Taylor approaches the counter, he suddenly produces a concealed firearm. Without any visible exchange or interaction, he fires multiple shots at close range toward Kumar.
Down too, like.
Kumar immediately collapses behind the counter,
Damn.
moving out of view in some camera angles. The incident occurs within seconds of Taylor reaching the register area and shows no signs of theft or attempted robbery.
I ain't gonna lie, stuff like this is why I be trying to avoid the cashier jobs at any job specific, not to show any disrespect to what happened to bro, rest in peace to bro, but I always see stuff like this and I be like, damn, just seeing a corner store getting robbed in general, I be like, yeah, I can't be no cashier, bro. I'm straight on that. You not finna point no gun at me and be like, give me everything. Shit, take it. Sometimes that don't even be enough. They just be on that timing, bro. And as you can see, bro didn't even know it was his last day, bro. That shit crazy as fuck, bro.
After the shooting, Taylor remains at the counter momentarily. He does not attempt to leave the store, take money, or interact with anything around him. Moments later, he turns the weapon on himself. He collapses near the counter shortly afterward. The circulation of this footage on shock websites and private messaging platforms caused significant distress throughout the local community.
Damn.
Vigils were held for Pardeep Kumar, who was remembered as a hardworking employee and an innocent victim of an inexplicable act of violence. Authorities emphasized that there was no ongoing threat to the public and that the incident appeared to be isolated. The case stands as a stark reminder of how sudden and unpredictable acts of violence can permanently alter lives, leaving lasting impact on families, witnesses, and the surrounding community. In March 2017, Michael Sharp, a 34-year-old American, and Zaida Catalan, a 36-year-old Swedish-Chilean national, were working as members of the United Nations Group of Experts on the Democratic Republic of Congo. Their role was to investigate alleged human rights violations, arms trafficking, and reports of mass burial sites linked to the ongoing conflict in the Kasai region. Violence in the area had escalated months earlier after government forces killed the traditional leader of the Kamwina and Sapu militia, triggering widespread unrest and the deaths of thousands of civilians. On March 12, 2017, Sharp and Catalan traveled into Kasai Central Province alongside their Congolese interpreter, Betu Chintala, and several local motorbike drivers. Later investigations determined that the team had been deliberately misled while attempting to meet local sources. During the journey, the group was taken captive in what authorities later described as a coordinated ambush. Nearly 2 weeks later, on March 28th, the remains of Sharp and Catalan were discovered in a shallow burial site near the village of Bunkonde. Investigators concluded that Sharp...
A shallow burial, bruh? Damn. Shout out to all the journalists, man. Cause, bro, every time I see some journalism stuff, it be the craziest. They be on the battlefield, they be getting shot at, hit in the face. Bro, they be going through it, bro. And they still be getting that info out. Shout out to y'all, bro. Rest in peace to these guys, though. I ain't gonna lie, that shit tragic.
Sharp had been killed by multiple gunshot wounds.
Damn.
Catalan was killed through beheading, a method that underscored the brutality of the attack. Chintela's remains were never recovered, and the motorbike drivers who accompanied the group were also killed. In April 2017, Congolese authorities presented a video related to the killings during a press conference. The footage, which investigators said was recorded by those responsible, showed the 2 UN experts being escorted through an open area by armed individuals wearing red headbands associated with the Kamwina and Sapu militia. The United Nations later confirmed the video's authenticity and described it as deeply disturbing. Its release prompted international condemnation and raised urgent questions about how the attack had been organized. Subsequent investigations described the killings as a premeditated ambush. Independent probes by journalists and human rights organizations suggested the experts had been lured under false pretenses, possibly with the involvement of local authorities or state security elements. Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch criticized the handling of the case, citing evidence that pointed beyond militia members alone. A military trial in the Democratic Republic of Congo began later in 2017 and concluded in January 2022. 51 individuals, most identified as former militia members, were convicted and received death sentences. However, due to the country's long-standing moratorium on executions, These rulings effectively amount to life imprisonment. Critics described the trial as inadequate, arguing that those who planned or enabled the attack at higher levels were never brought to justice.
Damn.
In December 2024, the United States renewed efforts under its Global Criminal Justice Rewards Program, offering up to $5 million for information leading to the arrest of 4 fugitives connected to the case. Appeals and international calls for an independent investigation have continued since then.
Damn, rest in peace. Damn, that was crazy, bro. That was a very eerie video. Very eerie. Damn. I really don't even have much to say after that, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, stuff like disturbing videos like this just makes me appreciate life a lot more, honestly. Like I said, bro, you never know when it's gonna be your time, bro. But nonetheless, hopefully y'all enjoyed that reaction. That was super eerie. If y'all did, be sure to hit the like button down below, man. Subscribe for more content. It's your boy Toki. And yeah. On God.